Right, I'm going to keep on down. Welcome back. A judge ruled today that Donald Sterling had no right, I say, to shower his alleged girlfriend, V. Stiviano, with a duplex, a Bentley, a Range Rover, a Ferrari, because the money he used wasn't exactly his to give away. The court sided with Sterling's long-suffering wife, Shelly, saying that she was still his wife when he pulled these shenanigans, and there she is at a Chipotle. Ordering a burrito bowl. Well, guess what? V has to return all of the lavish gifts to Shellbell. But Shelly doesn't want the car, baby. She wants the money. She wants $2.6 million because $2 billion isn't enough. Our panel is back. It's Jillian Meltra, Michael Malice, and Sam Morrell. So, Sam, I'm going to start with you. Is this sweet justice?
Yeah, it is, and also you can tell she's out to lunch right now because of those. She's crazy. She's wearing huge sunglasses. That's a sign.
You know that's not V. Stiviano, right?
No, I know. I'm saying his wife is enough.
Oh, okay.
Probably she's a little crazy because she put in the real years. She was married to him during his real race. I'm going to assume because the Clippers were bad back then.
Yeah,
so,
not even the racist light years.
No, he was probably angry.
Yeah, he was angry.
Also, yeah, it's like, you got to earn it. And I say once the affair is over, you got to give the Ferrari back. That's what I say.
All right, Michael Malice, what is the role of the mistress?
I'm an old-fashioned guy. So in my day, the mistress had two roles. You do the weird stuff that the wife never heard of and refuses to do, and you keep your filthy mouth shut. As soon as you are going with the press with secret tape recordings, you have voided your payment for services rendered. She's absolutely disgusting.
Yes, the mistress-ship is null and void.
And did Monica Lewinsky get any of that china that Bill and Hillary stole from the White House? No, I say.
No, she's gotten nothing but slandered since then.
Yes.
A great point. What do you think, Jillian?
You know, I kind of love this whole story. To be honest, I think it's more entertaining than the NBA. I wish that they would televise, Donald Sterling and his crazy women fighting. I love it.
Yeah, it is kind of good. It's like Dynasty. But they could call it... I think they're going to beat that. All right, the CEO of a Seattle company is giving away $930,000 of his own salary to all of his employees, setting his minimum wage at $70,000. Dan Price sat down with Fox Business Network's Stuart Varney today to discuss the decision.
I think I should be paid market rate so that I, as a CEO, can be replaced if I can't work for some reason. And so I'll get back up to it. That's not an issue. It might take me 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and I'm willing to make that investment. So, again, this is a short-term sacrifice for a long-term gain.
Is he full of malarkey nonsense? I have my own thoughts, Malice.
Get a haircut, hippie. What makes me sick is reading all the press about this, because the articles about his decision read exactly like sermons. Like, leftists can't get their head around the fact that maybe this works for him and his company's industry, but the idea that we all have to follow this and this is a great moral victory for all mankind is absolutely absurd and ridiculous.
Yeah, and he reminds me of John Mackey, who is the CEO of Whole Foods.
He reminds me of Joe Mackey because he's fake.
You think it's big phony baloney?
I mean, look, he's got a lot of money from when he was in the band Hanson, so he's probably sitting on that, I don't know.
Bob, I'll take a pay cut.
I'm just so cynical that these stories, he's got something up his sleeve. I don't buy it.
All right, here's what he's got up his sleeve. He's going to pay these people $70,000 a piece, as a little bit of a PR stunt. He's going to fire half of them, and then when the company goes public, because he says he hasn't taken any venture capital so far, when the company goes public, he's not going to give them any options. And he's going to make $3 billion on the first.
Yeah, that totally might happen, or this might just be the startup mentality. I mean, he's got a vested interest in maintaining talent, so maybe $70,000 is a reasonable minimum wage. But if you try to apply this across the board, I mean, with McDonald's CEO, if you break it down, sharing his salary, doing the math, they're going to get like a penny on the hour extra.
Yeah, that's true. They have a lot more employees at places like Walmart, Costco, and even old McDonald's.
Your favorite?
I don't know. I love McDonald's. I'm so glad you said that, because I'm going to talk about it a little later, because I love it just so much. But there's something disingenuous, and I know the guy, he feels good about himself. He says that $70,000, that's the threshold where people are really happy. And Seattle is the socialist haven for all of this minimum wage nonsense.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm in favor of raising minimum wage, because whenever I deal with a McDonald's clerk, I just would rather deal with the computer, because, these subnormal people can't handle. If it's a $5, $6 fee and I give them $11, they void their bowels and release their ink. They can't handle the math. So I am absolutely in favor of driving these people out of work and replacing them with the robots. Not even joking a little.
So So just for the record for tonight, what we've learned, Michael Malice wants Hillary Clinton to be president.
Yes.
So the government falls apart, and
Yes.
he wants the minimum wage raised so robots run the world.
I want Mariel Hemingway to be president. I want her. I'm a fan.
She is menopausal.
Wow.
You're not supposed to
I'm
say
a
the
fan.
MP
You
word.
know, I was watching the movie Manhattan once, and my girlfriend came home. She was complaining about her office drama, and she got mad because I was ignoring her for the movie. And she's like, "Are you tuning me out for Manhattan?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Was your story nominated for 2 Academy Awards?"
Well, we're going to talk to her about it and the crazy Woody Allen antics and her very impressive book. Oh, thank you so much, Sam, Michael, and Jillian.
Thank you.
The great panel and a fine evening still awaits. Mariel Hemingway, she's going to be here to talk about her new book, her family plagued by suicide and alcoholism and the inappropriate Woody Allen advances. That